Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Shaman J. Now, on the 13th of November, at the recording of this video, it is actually the 11th of November. So we got a couple of more days before OnePlus really tries to push it down your throat to pick up the OnePlus 15. So this is the 13, and this phone, when it first launched, I told you guys, I said, man, this has got to be this is going to end up being my phone of the year. And that was blind, not seeing anything that was coming out, nothing. I didn't know what was coming. That's how good this phone is to me, and how it was back then and how it still is today. What this phone offers. It is such a good value, and it dropped with just, I think it just kind of destroyed a lot of other phones that were out there. It cost less, it offered more in some situations, and it was just a really good, solid phone. So the OnePlus 15 is around the corner. And OnePlus is going to try to convince you to grab this phone. I mean, it is definitely a battery upgrade over this one, that's for sure. It has a 7,300 milliamp hour battery with 80-watt fast charging wired and 50 wireless. That's just crazy, man. That's just nuts when you think about it. I mean, it is just, that battery life should be fairly good. It should be pretty decent. And that's what they're kind of pushing along the lines with this phone. They're letting people know the battery and, the materials and the colors and everything, and what it looks like. But I just feel like the battery alone is probably going to be a big benefit to a lot of people. But just because it has a big battery does not mean it's going to have the best battery life, because battery life depends on you. And so the OnePlus 13, recapping here, like a year later, wow. Now, granted, I haven't used this regularly, probably in the last 3 months or so. When all these other phones started to come out, I had to put this one down, and I had to start shuffling SIM cards and phone numbers and trying to get those other ones some shine. But I do use this phone to record sometimes still, and I will be switching back to this once I switch back to a physical SIM card on my primary number, because I like having a physical SIM card over the eSIM. I just don't like the eSIM. It's such a hassle to me to do that. While it is easy, I get it, but so many other phones don't use eSIM. So I'm limited on, once I get an eSIM. So with this phone having a SIM card, I'm just excited about it. Now, some things I've noticed about the OnePlus 15, I think they took away the alert slider. Just kind of looking at, and that's classic. That's classic OnePlus, man. Yeah, I think they definitely removed the alert slider, which is kind of a surprise, because that's classic OnePlus, man. Like we need that alert slider. And in all the little snippets that they're not showing that side of the phone. I know some unboxings are probably out, but the alert slider is classic OnePlus, and I think it's something that should always be there. Now, another thing that's questionable for me is the rear design. So this right here, this is a nice, smooth, flush, pretty much. It's a good design. It's not too big on the camera bump. I'm actually used to this now, believe it or not. After several iterations of this, it actually looks good. And I think it's just this color combination. Wish they would have made this in a deep green or a deep red or something, deep anything other than the blue. Now, the blue is nice, but just some more options with the rear of the phone, because this texture is really nice. And I don't use a case on, even though I bought the official OnePlus case, I don't really wear cases. I got that case just to kind of show it to you and review it for a second. And I wore it for a little bit, but it is somewhere in my office. I don't know where it's at. But point is, this hardware is going to be hard for me to let go, because it looks like with the new design, they're getting away from the rounded back and corners, and they're going more boxy. Yeah, it looks like with the 15, they've squared off the camera module, and then they've squared off the phone. They've just kind of squared off everything. And while it's probably going to be functional, I personally don't think I like the design, just looking at it, better than this design, because of how it's put together. Now, it does look like it's a unibody. I can't tell if it's a unibody or not, and I haven't done any research on the OnePlus 15. I always go in kind of blind. I look at some events and everything like that, but I'm kind of wondering if they would want the unibody design for the OnePlus 15. And you can correct me in the comments if you choose to do so. But this design right here, my only gripe about this was the polished sides. And I don't like polished sides on any smartphone, so it's not just a hit for this particular phone. I just don't like polished sides on phones. So when they come with them, it has to be something to offset it. And I think they've done a great job here with this rear panel. Now the camera module is also something that is revamped. It's like they've created a completely different device with the 15. It's a square module, and it looks like it's going to be stick out a little bit more, which isn't really a bad thing. But it's just kind of one of those things that they make the changes, and either you hate it or you love it. And sometimes when you get it in person, you end up loving it. And I don't know if that's what's going to be the thing with me. I don't even know if I'm going to buy the OnePlus 15 because I actually really like this phone so much. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I say I'm not going to buy a phone, I end up buying it. But right now, I have no desire to buy the OnePlus 15 because this phone is still really good. I like the way this phone looks. I'm sure that 7,300 milliamp hour battery is gonna flow and give people a little bit more time. But when I was using this regularly for about 6 months straight or more, probably 8, 9, I'm not even sure. Battery life is strong. It's still strong. It still holds a charge. It still charges really fast. It's just really, really good, solid phone. The display on this is absolutely beautiful. Let me fire up a video here. This phone screen is so beautiful. It's evenly proportioned. The colors are accurate. And also shooting video with this phone is absolutely stunning as well. But just the overall appearance of what this screen is doing here, it represents the colors fairly accurately. And it's just a beautiful screen to look at. This is on the larger side as far as the footprint goes for the screen, but the phone feels so good in the hand that it just doesn't feel like it's as big as what it is. So, and I'm sure that's largely due to the textured back on here, but if you're gonna view media on this phone, you're gonna do a lot of media consumption, movies, or just gaming, or whatever your thing is, you're probably gonna love the way this screen looks. These smaller punch hole camera design there really does well in situations like this. When you have phones like my iPhone Air, which I am recording with the iPhone Air, it has a larger cutout at the top, and most iPhones do, and it could be a distraction over here for some people, but you have this big, beautiful display here, and audio is absolutely stunning on this thing. The stereo speaker setup is actually really good. I just feel like OnePlus did such a good job on this, and sometimes companies do such a good job, it's hard to top themselves, and then they end up making something that's so good that it's hard to beat. And then consumers who don't shop regularly, we end up keeping the phones for years to come. I remember LG phones. I know people that would have an LG phone for years. I'm talking about years. The G2 was very popular. It was a very popular phone. And I know people who had that phone for easily 7 years, and it still works. They just chose to go on to something else. But this phone could stand the test of time. Now, this does have that newer battery technology with the big battery inside, 6,000 milliamp hours inside of this thing. And right now, I'm not having any charging issues. And supposedly these batteries, this silicone battery technology, only lasts for about 2 years. I don't believe that to be so. I think it's going to last far beyond that. I just think those are the numbers on paper. And, statistics are saying possibly that could be the worst case scenario. Some people do. They take it and run with it and claim it to be factual. We're not even there yet. So this phone isn't 2 years old. It's a year old, a little bit over a year. And it still holds a full charge for quite some time at that. And it does very well. So overall, camera quality, battery life, hardware, and mind you, this is the same factory screen protector that I had on here since new. It's scratched up big time, but I haven't found a compatible screen protector that I would want to use on here. And I definitely searched, and I bought some, and they were the kind where it's only sticky on the edges, just not good. So I can't believe no one's made a film for this yet that actually works. At least I haven't experienced one. So you can give me your recommendations if you want to in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. But nonetheless, should you buy the OnePlus 15? I'll leave that up to you. But I think this phone is still a winner. And then you're going to get a really good deal on this phone. So if we go into the store, you look at what this phone is running at now. Wow, it's still $899 for a starting price, man. That's a good deal. And it's going to go on sale again. It has to go on sale. It always goes on sale. I mean, you've got the Arctic White, the Midnight Ocean, which is what this is here. And then you've got the Black Eclipse. And so all of the colors are nice. I just went with this blue one because it was very eclectic and limited at the time. Like they were selling out or didn't have a lot of them. The wait was long, but nonetheless, I genuinely really like what this phone is doing here. And I think it's just going to be a hit if you decide to pick this up, even current day over the 15. But I'll leave that up to you. Longtime user of this phone right here, and I think this is one of the best smartphones released in 2020. This phone will go on as one of the best phones yet. Yeah, I like it a lot. So if you have this phone and you've been using it since launch like me, what do you think about it? But I think the OnePlus 13 is still a very strong contender. Even after seeing all the phones that I've been using up to this point, this phone is really good. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.